This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Meltzer would write, an Army soldier was charged on December 6th with the beating of Shawn Michaels on the October 13th incident outside of that Syracuse nightclub. Douglas Griffin, who's 23, was charged with second-degree assault in the beating and will face a court appearance on the 14th of December. Griffith, stationed at Fort Drum U.S. Army Base in Watertown, New York, is being accused of beating Michaels senseless. Griffin is alleged to be one of 4 or 5 servicemen who attacked Michaels in a wild brawl that involved approximately 9 servicemen and 3 pro wrestlers, Shawn Michaels, Davey Boy Smith, and the 1-2-3 Kid. According to the police report, Michaels was passed out in the front seat of the car in the parking lot of a nightclub when he was pulled out of the car and had the door slammed on his head, and his head slammed into the car several times before Smith was able to get out of the back seat of the car and give him a measure of protection. And finally, the bouncers from the club chased the assailants away. Initially, both Michaels and the WWF declined to press charges in the case, despite going on TV and saying the opposite, perhaps because of the fear that if the incident gained a lot of publicity, they would face embarrassing publicity that Smith was out with Michaels and the two were feuding, and in fact saved him from a worse beating. A few weeks back, though, Shawn changed his mind and pressed charges. I've always wondered, was there an internal discussion about, well, we should think about this because if we press charges, it's one of those Sheik Duggan things again. We got to think about that. Was that still applicable in 95 or not so much?
I don't think so much. You know, it was a different time and it was a different place. And I think it just chalks up to during that different time and different place, having a change of heart and change of mind. So kind of vacillating back and forth, and that happens all the time.
Let's talk for a minute about the Shawn Michaels injury angle, since Shawn is going to miss out at several important pay-per-view events, or several important events, including this pay-per-view rather. They do a segment on Raw with a guy billed as Shawn's doctor, acting as if the injuries are so severe he may never return to wrestling. Dr. Unger is a real doctor from San Bernardino who's been around the WWF for years, so I'm pretty sure he's not Michael's personal physician, but he's a guy who likes to pal around and be friends with the wrestlers and will go on TV and help get the angle over. In other words, the entire segment was a very well done work, by the way. And the next week on Raw, they had a Shawn Michaels interview where he appeared to be fine and his usual self, and then freaked out when Todd Pettengill brought up that his career could possibly be over. Definitely a more realistic touch. That's all from the Observer. You guys would get some criticism about how you would ultimately play this out, but having a doctor go on TV, I mean, that's just good shit, is it not?
Sure it is. And so at first Meltzer says, got a guy playing a doctor. They say, oh, well, the guy playing the doctor actually is a doctor, Dr. Unger. I wonder if he actually has ever had someone that has any logic or sense read his stuff.
I'm so tired of you beating on Meltzer.
I'm so tired of inaccuracies and his dribbling nonsense.
Can we just talk about the fucking show and you just set aside your Meltzer hate?
I'm commenting on his comments that you brought up for comment for me to comment.
No, I thought I complimented you and I said, hey, it's pretty cool when you can get a doctor on TV like this, right? That's good shit.
Yes, because it was true with the injuries that he did have. There were some doctors that probably would have felt that it wasn't the best idea for him to come back during that time frame, but he was medically cleared to come back.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.